All right, everybody, welcome back to Observe and Report with yours truly, Mr. Nobody, the guy who has no name, because it really doesn't matter what my name is. It really doesn't matter what my name is. And no, that record did not skip. And no, that record did not skip. But you may want to check out my little video I provided of Kamala Harris talking to students about space recently. And, everybody's doing their observation and doing their reaction videos. And I thought I'd provide my insight as well on the situation there. Because it is a situation. If you really look at it and analyze it all the way, it might take you down paths that might drive you a little nuts. So let's try to, not go too crazy with this one. But guys, if any body language person out there is analyzing this, I'm reaching out to them. They will analyze this video and they will see the exact same thing as I see. Is that a person that is reacting to an experience that she has most definitely had. There's no act there, okay? Yes, she's in front of children and describing the future of space travel, and they've got a bright future, and if you want any advice, come to me. Well, of course, now that you can say you've been to space, you're a space lady. How's it going, space lady? How you doing? How's Mars? See, we all know about the Virgin trip. We all know about all the other stuff that's been going on in the world. And during all this time spent, you and whoever with you has taken upon yourselves to kind of take a vacation, right? And then go to space. You went and visit space, Kamala. I mean, that's great. One of the first women in space, first dozen women, 2 dozen, 3 dozen, whatever. I mean, that's a hell of a reach. I congratulate you on that. I congratulate anybody who has developed enough science to be able to travel in space freely. Congratulations. Now listen up, because I've got something to say. Because things open up. All kinds of things open up. I mean, the science is there. You guys are going with things, right? And there's a hell of a lot of chaos going on in the country. Not just the country, the world. Kamala, are you telling me you took time out of the world's chaotic schedule to go make a space trip? I mean, I know you're assigned to border security and border crisis and border stuff. I didn't think you were going to go that far. Seriously. That's pretty damn far. Where'd you go? Did you go to the moon? Did you go to the space station? Hey man, I got a great question for you. When you were at the space station, did it say the parts were made in Russian? Or Taiwan? Haha, I just want to know. I would like to know, because honestly, keeping track of how space has been doing, and with a big full force to, the space program, I'm pretty sure that damn space station up there is pretty fully functional and a lot bigger than just 2 twigs floating around. If you guys know what I mean. Let me stretch your imagination now. This isn't, back in the day with satellites have little wings hanging out of the side and no. Things are more sophisticated nowadays. So take that shit out of your head. Because that's old days. The science behind all of this has been so far advanced that you guys can't even believe the words that's coming out of my mouth right now. Because Kamala's seen it. She'll probably vouch for me. She'll probably say, yep. She can't, but she could if she wasn't under oath. See? Kamala, we're in the same boat, aren't we? I bet you've seen the same spaceships I did when I was a young kid. Which is really nothing compared to what we're seeing nowadays. Because I've been looking for that ship forever. And not one of these, well, there's been close ones, but I'm like, yeah, no, that ain't it. I know. It's been around for a long time. Everybody else knows too. Now they know even more how long this has been going on. But what really gets me about this whole thing, Kamala, is that you took this time. I know how much it costs to go to space. It probably costs a lot. Jet fuel, all the fuel, rocket fuel, whatever. I know it costs a lot of money. But out of the taxpayers' pocketbooks, while an epidemic, a crisis, is it a real crisis? I'm trying to understand. Because if it was a real crisis, I don't think any responsible vice president would be taking risks like this for some pleasure cruise. Let that sink in, ladies and gentlemen. Because as she's doing all this stuff, her and her friends, okay, doing all this stuff, we're going through lockdown. Nothing happens while we're gone. Nothing happens while we're gone. While we're gone, keep things at bay. Just like that. Do you guys get it now? Now, I'm not calling for an uprising. You guys hold tight. Hold your nards. Or your boobs. Whatever you choose. What I'm saying is that we've got COVID, which is real. We are seeing it. It is definitely here. But there is something else missing out of this whole puzzle. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. It's over that Wuhan. Over at that Wuhan. And you guys are listening to somebody that has no clue what's going on, just taking word for word, and they're laughing at him. You know, the guy that looks like Hoggle from Labyrinth. You know, Hoggle. He looks like him. And you guys are treating him like a hero. Remember what he did to Sarah? Oh, yeah. He tricked her. Devil in disguise, ladies and gentlemen, and you know who I'm talking about. Read his emails and get the story straight on Corona. Honestly, ladies and gentlemen, how's it feel up here in Canada? Justin's not telling you shit. Maybe he doesn't know. Maybe he's just getting warnings here, warnings there. But you do realize that there could quite possibly be worse viruses in that lab than the coronavirus, which in fact, I believe it's in the research, has a 2 to 4% survival rate. Or no, death rate. Death rate. Which means it has a 98% survival rate. And if I'm saying there's a worst virus out there, maybe I'm getting to a point. Ladies and gentlemen, I will see you in the next podcast when we continue on. And once again, I want to say thank you to everybody out there who's being a truth warrior, who's being on the front lines and taking the risks, doing what they need to do to make sure we get the information, make sure we do understand what is going on in our world and what is coming. I myself, and I'm including this in this little video because maybe Kamala doesn't realize either. Maybe she does, maybe she doesn't. But I'm hoping everybody, if we do get through this and what could possibly be coming, whoever's left, we need to most definitely learn, find, and come together. Because we're going to be lost. That's what I see. And we're going to have to recognize each other.